Insighter from Team Innovate is our proofreader copywriter, Craig. Now, we're doing this one as an interview, so it's me interviewing Craig. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Craig. How are you doing?
Hello, Keith. Hi, everybody. I'm good, thank you.
Thank you. So, just to remind us, or for those who haven't had the pleasure of meeting you so far, who is Craig? What does Craig do? What do you do for people?
I suppose in a nutshell, I help people with their words. So I promote their businesses through copywriting, and I protect reputations through proofreading and editing, because as we're all aware, we only get kind of one chance to make a first impression, don't we? So to be able to make sure that marketing copy, websites, social media posts are kind of on the money before they go out, before you hit publish, then it's just being able to, yeah, just kind of give those kind of suggestions, recommendations to hopefully make people's work that little bit more polished before it goes out to the world.
Yeah, love it. How long have you been doing this?
Oh, 28 years all told. So I started, I was quite fortunate. I knew what I wanted to do from an early age. So I I went on that 2 week period from school, that work experience period. I went to a sports publishers in Leeds and absolutely loved it. The fusion of writing copy, checking other people's work, and when it was combined, the written word, when it was combined with a passion of mine as well in sport, then I thought, definitely the writing is all what I want to do. So yeah, that's kind of how it started out way back when I was 16. So yes, I'm now 43. So wow.
Wow. So you got hooked on it in your 2 week work experience. You thought, this is it. This is what I want to do. And you've dedicated yourself to doing that ever since.
That's right. Yes. So yeah, it started out there, as I say, just for that 2 week period. I then returned on a voluntary basis, just in conjunction with my studies. The studies were, obviously, I have a keen passion for the English language. I did media studies to an advanced level, and alongside the different voluntary roles that I did, I went to BBC to get some experience and knowledge of kind of the broadcasting world. There was other opportunities that came with, again, combining the love of sport and the media. So for 4 years, voluntary initially, and then in a paid position, I was a broadcast journalist for a sports website. Um, Initially, it was, as I say, on a voluntary basis, but then it was also in line with my studies. So, like in sixth form and then into university, where I went to study media communication with sports health and leisure. And then just different varying roles since then. So a little bit of time at the Press Association, which is now PA Media. And then, yeah, for kind of 15 and a half years, just over, at a publisher's, just working on a wide range of products, really. Just it was just really, really good energy at that company, really enjoyable to work on these things.
Nice. So an in-depth exploration of the different aspects. I must have learned a lot through that. At what point did you decide, you know what, I'm going to go self-employed. I'm going to do this myself.
Probably midway through 2020, so obviously quite a pivotal time in all our lives with the COVID pandemic, which is kind of what gave me the push, I would say, because I had previously considered going self-employed. But when we are in a full-time paid position, there's obviously the comfort blanket, if you want, of kind of that, the guaranteed salary, the pension, things like that. So though I had thought about it, the hand was kind of forced when it came to being made redundant during COVID. I knew it was coming round about July time, and it was the end date would be kind of the end of September 2020. So I had a couple of months to kind of formulate a few things, get used to the idea of, right, come the 1st of October, I'm self-employed. So it was a case of kind of trying to get my ducks in a row. And still now I learn so much from like many business people, because it's only 4 years. So I love chatting to kind of business coaches and just hearing as well, just the different journeys people have been on and the different advice that I can pick up from different people, just chatting to them. Because, as you know, so many of us who are self-employed, there's so much to do as a business owner. So to be able to kind of team up with different people, as well as call upon the advice of people who have been there, done it. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's such a cliche, but every day really is a school day. And I've kind of always thought that throughout my entire career, well, school life as well, I suppose. But then moving into business, probably back to where I was when I was learning things for the first time at school, because we are just learning all the time, different elements of business. So I find it very interesting. And as I say, it's great to chat to a lot more skilled people than me in business, certainly.
Yeah, no, I get that. I think that's a key thing to touch upon there. Every day is a school day. We're always learning. If we ever reach the point where we think, nothing more to learn, I know it all, then that's probably a sign it's time to quit. You do editing, you do proofreading, you do copywriting. What's your favorite? Which of those is the favorite for you to do, or is it really a blend of them?
It is a blend, because I do love working with words. I've recently done some award nomination bios, and I really enjoyed that. That was something a bit different. That said, I love getting my teeth into a real meaty book. So be it 100, 200, all the way up to, I did a 600-page book in the summer this year. And that was by 3 authors. So it was a case of just bringing a common voice throughout and bringing consistency and clarity throughout the full book. And I really enjoyed that. So just honing in on, okay, so style, syntax, the whole kind of tone of the book itself. I very much like doing that, which kind of feeds into proofreading after that as well, because so the editing initially, and then quite often with different products, especially that big one like that, there will be kind of a little hiatus where it goes to be designed, and the designers weave their magic, and then it would likely come back to be proofread. And you're picking up different things as well, because you've edited it, but then you're picking up different things on the proofreading element, such as checking page numbers, contents pages, tables, figures, widows and orphans on lines in the text, making sure that everything again, as good as what it can be before it goes out. And it's kind of bringing that trained objectivity as well, I suppose, which helps out. So to answer your question, I like all three. I can't really choose, but I do like getting my teeth into a big book, I must admit.
Nice, love that. So if anyone has got a suitably big book, ideally around sports, then Craig will be in his element. Craig, what's the best way for someone to get in touch with you and find out more, or maybe even start to discuss a potential project?
Yeah, well, my website is crseditoria.co.uk. There's all my contact details on there. So the main one being email, that is craig@crseditorial.co.uk. And I'm also on LinkedIn, which is kind of the most common platform I'm on. I'm also on X, YouTube, and possibly a few more in the future. Let's see. But yeah, I would say primarily on email, really, and on the website, because people can then see examples of kind of the people who I have worked with and the results that they've achieved as well, which is always nice to kind of get those reviews. They're always humbling. So yes, thank you.
Absolutely. So the best way check out the website, crseditorial.co.uk. That's Craig Smith, editor, proofreader, copywriter, holds the proofreading seat in Team Innovate. Craig Smith, thank you so much.